Just next to Tokyo in Saitama Prefecture is the Railway Museum. Now in its 11th year, the museum has been given a new look. From steam locomotives and classic trains that remind us of the good old days, to the modern high-speed Shinkansen, the Railway Museum is home to many prized vehicles. The museum also boasts the largest railway diorama in Japan. Along with other attractions such as mini trains, visitors can actually drive. On July 5, 2018, a new building was opened to the public, which features exhibitions related to the history and future of the railways, as well as offering visitors some hands-on experience. These fun exhibitions can be enjoyed by adults and children alike. In this program, we'll introduce you to the wonderland that is the Railway Museum. In Trains in Focus, see the tourist steam locomotive closest to Tokyo, the SL Paleo Express. Welcome to Japan Railway Journal. I'm Nathan Berry. Today we're here at the Railway Museum in Saitama City in Saitama Prefecture. Joining us today, as always, Dr. Ryo Takagi from Kogakuen University and Yasuno Misobata. Ryo, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You look great too.
Oh, thank you very much. And Yasuno, how are you?
I'm great too, and thank you for having me back.
We're glad to have you back. Okay, so Ryo, in your travels, you must have been to many railway museums around the world. What's your opinion of?
Well, the museum that I was most impressed was the National Railway Museum in York in the UK. And there is a very huge exhibit space there. And there are so many vehicles inside there, including one Series 0 Shinkansen leading coach as well. Interesting, isn't it?
It's very interesting.
And that National Railway Museum in York and this Railway Museum in Saitama has signed a contract to become the sister museum to each other.
So Yasuno, what do you think of the museum?
Oh, I first came to this museum about 6 years ago, and when I heard about the renewal, I was really excited to see what had changed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So this museum first opened in 2007, so this year marks its 11th year. But the last 2 years it's been undergoing heavy renovation. And in July 5th, 2018, they finally unveiled the new South Building, which you can see behind us right now. So today's program is all about the Railway Museum and its new look.
Right. First, let's take a look at the main building.
The Railway Museum, which is operated by a non-profit affiliate of JR East, opened in 2007. It's a popular museum with 1 million people visiting annually. From Tokyo Station, visitors use the JR line to get to Omiya Station, then transfer to the new shuttle service. The whole trip takes about 45 minutes. A covered walkway connects the station directly to the main entrance of the museum. Along with the renewal, services for overseas tourists have also been enhanced.
Here, you can buy your tickets. You can use your vending machine in English. This one, adult, for one, and payment. Right. So I've got this card. It's really easy. Okay, I'll go through the ticket gates with this card. Right. Let's look inside.
First, I'm going to see the rolling stock station. There are 36 famous vehicles on display, tracing the history of Japan's railways. It's really overwhelming to be surrounded by such historical trains.
So this is the first steam locomotive which was imported from the UK. It's so cool.
In 1872, Japan incorporated railway technology from the UK and opened the first line between Shimbashi in Tokyo and Yokohama. This locomotive number 1 was imported from the UK. It has been designated an important cultural property of Japan. This next steam locomotive, which ran in the northern part of Japan, is the Benkei from Hokkaido's first railway. It was imported from the US in 1880 and carried coal from Horonai coal mine to the port. Reminiscent of the locos that appear in American westerns, this loco features a large cowcatcher and a distinctly shaped chimney. This Class C51 steam locomotive was mass-produced in the 1920s. It's a tender-type steam locomotive, which was used to pull limited express trains. This luxurious observation car made its debut in 1930. Designed for first-class passengers, it boasts a rich interior and an observation deck. And this vehicle, which was manufactured in 1934, runs on gasoline. This was before diesel trains were common. Looking out the window, you can see footage of beautiful scenery going by. It felt like I was really riding the train. Take a look at this electric locomotive, which appeared in 1936. It's cute, right? At the time, streamlined cars were a worldwide trend. This steam locomotive, made in 1940, is the Class C57. This is footage of the actual loco on display. Japanese National Railway's steam locomotive services came to an end in 1975. There are many more electric trains, locomotives, and passenger cars that used to operate in Japan here as well. Also, in the corner of the rolling stock station is a Shinkansen. Starting service in 1964, it ran between Tokyo and Shin Osaka. This was the world's first high-speed train.
The demonstration of the turntable is about to begin. It's really exciting seeing this close.
In the center of the rolling stock station is a turntable. Visitors can see it in operation twice a day. The whistle you can hear coming from this steam loco is made using compressed air. Also, at the rolling stock station, visitors can experience driving the D51 steam locomotive simulator. This simulator uses a real driver's cab, and a computer recreates extremely realistic motion. This Class D51 was developed for freight transportation in 1936. With 1,115 cars manufactured, it is one of the most popular steam locomotives in Japan. The railway diorama, which is the size of a tennis court, is on the second floor of the main building. The diorama has a total of 1.2 kilometers of railway lines. You can see many model trains running here. It is truly amazing.
Miniature train operates here. Kids will definitely love this. Actually, you can drive the train by yourself. It is very popular among the visitors.
Visitors can drive these cute scaled-down 3-person trains around the 300-meter track. Signals are installed along the track. Visitors driving the trains have to follow the signals at each station. Visitors can learn all about controlling traffic and automatic train stop or ATS systems. This hands-on driving experience attracts many people to the museum.
I introduced the main building, but there are so many other collections on display. One day really isn't enough to appreciate this museum. It's a shame I can't show you everything today. The red and cream color train behind us is also a part of the collection.
Well, that one is the really typical limited express train introduced by the Japanese National Railways, or the JNR. And that red and cream livery has been in use since 1959. And it makes many Japanese people really nostalgic.
Right.
And that is now becoming really history because the last train with that particular livery has been withdrawn from service very recently.
Oh, it's sad to hear that.
Now, there are a lot of historical trains here on display at the Rolling Stock station, but is there any information for tourists from overseas about the collection?
Yes, along with the renewal, the Railway Museum developed a mobile app. It's available in 10 different languages and it gives information about the exhibits and trains on display. For example, you can see the information just like this.
That's really convenient.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the great thing about this museum is that you can view not only the railway history, but also the history of modern Japan as a whole when you walk through the exhibits. You know, that history dates back from the late 19th century.
So Yasuno, what new things can we expect to see here?
The main building has many trains on display, but South Building offers us a chance to learn more about the railway.
The new 4-story high building is south of the main building. With the new building, the total exhibition space is now 1.3 times larger. The first thing you see as you enter are 2 Shinkansen. This series E5 Shinkansen is a full-sized replica. It's exactly the same as the real Shinkansen, but it's lacking a motor. And this series 400 operated on the Yamagata Shinkansen line. It's known as the first vehicle in Japan to operate on both the Shinkansen and conventional lines. What's this exhibition?
This is the job station on the first floor. This area was designed to get kids interested in working on the railways. It has simulators and tools that are actually used on site.
Here, visitors can experience what it's like to work at the ticketing center. Visitors are divided into customers and staff and take turns playing both roles. Tickets are issued using the touch panel. Here, we can experience work that ensures the safety of the railway, such as the hammering test, which is done as part of regular railway maintenance. And here, visitors can learn what it's like to work at the control center, which is rare to see. This simulator teaches you how to handle various challenges during the operation.
Imagine a conductor has told you one of the lights isn't working. If you are in this position, what would you do? This is a multiple choice question.
I thought it would be better to keep the train running on time and change the light after the line's last operation for the day. But I was wrong.
The right answer is to change the light at the station with the facility to make repairs. It's the commander's role to quickly respond to problems and fix them.
I learned that problems must be seen to right away.